been an artist ever since I could hold a crayon. And even if I ate that crayon, it just fueled me more. The art was in me. It was in my heart, my stomach, the toilet. Hi, I'm Atira. I do not want to work a 9 to 5 for some old white man's dream to come true and sacrificing my own desires. There are so many ways to go about starting an art business online. Here is just my experience over the last year working hardcore towards my dreams to give you a clearer idea of what is possible for you. I'm going to talk about art, practicing art, online marketing, art niche, how I make money off of my art, how I'm setting myself up for success in the future, how I formed an LLC, a limited liability company, mindset, time management, and how I keep it all together while I'm working like 4 jobs. I started in March 2020. We all remember that time, huh? To start an art business, I, 1, needed to be good at art. 2, be confident that I am good at art. And the third thing is, and this came later for me, being confident in my ability to succeed as a business owner. Before I even had the confidence to pursue being an artist, I was driven by my passion to create and practice my craft. Here are 5 excuses to make art for practice and not for profit. It's kind of hard to give away your art at any stage ever, but 1, birthday gifts. Number 2, an excuse or a reason to practice your art is to get comfortable with people saying thank you for your creations. Like, that's kind of uncomfy. Getting your art in people's hands is very important, not just keeping it and hoarding it in a box deep in your closet. Another excuse is as an act of love. Just be like, hey, I wanted to make this for you. Even if it's not for a special occasion. And number 5, make art as room decor for yourself, period. Niche. Art niche has always been tricky for me. I discovered my niche in 8th grade. I chose geometry and mandalas as my niche during college. So like 2018, 2019. This is a way that I could describe my art niche that will make sense. If my niche was a college major and minor, it would be black and white mandalas and geometric design with a concentration in detailed line work and tattoo designing. But art style is not the only thing that goes into niche. It is also the problem that you are trying to solve for your ideal audience. To be honest, I'm not the best at niche, but I would consider myself an eco-friendly artist entrepreneur. The audience that I'm trying to serve is in the realm of hippies, which is doing business in an eco-friendly fashion, and I'm really passionate about mindset. So we've gone through practicing art and niching down your art online. There are so many ways to become a full-time artist, but the path that I wanted to take was through social media, gaining an audience who are interested in me, my art, and my brand. Like the entire last year has just been me being on social media. I have spent so much time, energy, and effort learning how to build a following online and then working towards that. If I'm trying to make this a long-term success, I can't make art for the void and then just hope someone buys it. Posting on social media used to be really hard for me. I didn't know what I was doing. Through a lot of practice and research, emphasis on practice and planning, I started my Instagram page at Atira.art in September 2019, but after a long break of being like, never mind, I really started it in December 2019. I was leaving for winter break, sophomore year of college, and I was like, you know what, I've always wanted to make an Instagram page for my art, so I did it. It has developed a lot since then. A year and 4 months after I started the page in December, I got to 1,100 followers. I started my TikTok at Atira.art on April 26th, and a year and 4 days later, I reached 10K on TikTok, which was yesterday, which is so exciting because now I can be on the TikTok Creator Fund and actually begin to make money from TikTok. It's official. I'm starting YouTube now. It's currently May 1st, 2021. I started Pinterest. I am not on Twitter because it's kind of hard to learn how to maximize growth on 2 platforms at once. For me, I was learning more about Instagram growth and then I moved over to TikTok. Anyways, I feel like a real YouTuber now because my camera died in the middle of filming. I really enjoy challenging myself in my bullet journal, just proving to myself that I can do anything that I really set my mind to, such as I dare you to put out 7 prints next week. And I'm like, okay. So honestly, challenging yourself helps me gain confidence and skills. I could talk about social media marketing for like so freaking long. So definitely like this video and comment any questions that you might have so I know that there's people that want to hear more for your creative soul. Resources. I listen to so many podcasts. They are great for passive learning. For podcasts, I'm just gonna list them off. I will get carried away if I go in depth about everyone. I would not have the knowledge, skill, or drive to do what I do if I didn't have these helping me along the way. I really recommend the Jasmine Star Show and Artist Decoded podcast, Art Juice, Artist Academy, Build Your Tribe. I'm a part of their Insta Club Hub membership that dives deep into the basics to specifics of how to grow your business on Instagram. The podcast Call Me Candid seriously changed my life. Haley and Lily. If it wasn't for Lily, I don't know if I would be doing what I'm doing right now. If you want any more suggestions for business and art marketing advice, I got you. Now on to money. This is going to be my section talking about how I actually sell my art, where I sell it, how I got to where I am, and pricing. Overall, I make money from my art through commissions and prints. For background, I started doing commissions in high school, like 2016 you could say. I haven't said no to a lot of requests, but I'm definitely going to be narrowing down people I take in and the ideas because it's hard, but they're important because you're actually getting paid for them. It's going to be for someone, so you have to make it right, get special, make it how they want it. It's a lot of pressure and a lot of fun because it is fantastic practice. I've learned so much just from practicing in different styles, creating things that people tell me that they want. It helps me create things that I want to create that they will like as well. Something I did want to mention is something called scarcity mindset, which is thinking that there isn't enough to go around, thinking that you won't get enough requests or sales ever. So you just say yes to any opportunity that comes because you don't know when the next one will come. I try to live out of an abundancy mindset where I can say no to a commission that I don't want to do because I know that there is endless desire and demand for my work. I'm coming from a place of abundance, knowing that there is demand for your work. The demand for your work is there. I have a TikTok audio that says that. To remind you that the demand for your work is there. If you're an artist, do not keep your art a secret because in my first year of business, honestly, my biggest supporters have been people I know from high school, college, camp, or family members. Now I'm going to talk about tattoo commissions specifically. The first tattoo design that I ever created for someone was in 2018. He didn't actually get it done and he never paid me for it, but now I do things differently where I make sure I get paid. I've made a lot of pricing mistakes. A year later, in October 2019, I got a request for a commission. He was like, oh, I forgot, so never mind, but it looks great. And I'm like, oh, well, I spent a lot of time on that. Glad you like it though. But that same friend did end up getting a tattoo design from me that he did pay for. That was the first tattoo that anybody ever got that I designed. It was such a life-changing moment, like, it's on my paper and now it's on his skin. And now like 3 or 4 people have gotten tattoos of my art and many more to come because a lot of the tattoo appointments are coming up. I started doing tattoo commissions more seriously in college because a lot of my friends asked for them. I told them that my rate was $10 an hour. I steadily upped my price to $15 an hour. And often I would do like heavy friend discounts because you can probably relate that it's hard to charge someone that you know for anything. It is kind of weird when you're new to it. So between January 2020 and March 2021 is when I steadily increased my price to $15 an hour. I would say that my price is officially $20 an hour, which was a big step for me. I believe that my art is worth more than $20 an hour. I don't feel comfortable jumping quite yet. I do value my art a lot and I want people to value it as well. Becoming a commission artist happened kind of organically for me because I started posting every single commission that I got. People really liked it. So my tip is to post what you want people to ask you for. For geometric designs, those are what I prefer making the most, so I try to post as many as I can. Right now, I aim to do 2 commissions per month, which is a good pace for me. It gives me mobility to get designs designs done for myself, such as my Zodiac Mandala series that I just started. I don't do art every single day because I'm just a busy gal. I work about 15 hours a week at my restaurant job, 5 to 8 hours a week babysitting, on top of selling clothes online on Poshmark and Depop. It's a lot. I'm in no way glamorizing working a ton. The workload for each person is different, but for me, it's a lot because I dropped out of college. I haven't even mentioned this. I dropped out of college after my second year because the pandemic started, and I was like, I don't want to do online school because I would much rather be doing anything else, such as growing an art business. Anyways, now we are going to talk about the second way that I make money from my art, which is by selling prints on Etsy. I started my Etsy page in November 2020 on Thanksgiving, November 26th. I opened an entire Etsy shop in 2 weeks. I was like, I've been putting this off for so long, and November finally came and I was like, well, I'm gonna push myself, take it from my to-do list and put it on my calendar and get this stuff done. Started with a series of all geometric mandala art pieces, all trippy. I had some 3D ones. I even listed 3D glasses and they're still on there. They're actually 3D and they look so sick. This is Octogram, Stay Woke. This is Angel's Rivalry, and then this is Ethereal Divide. Right now, I'm just focusing on prints and commissions, but eventually I will be making stickers or packaging materials. I strive to be as eco-friendly and recyclable as possible. I went with the website Eco and Clothes. Eco and Clothes is bomb. All the eco-friendly baddies on TikTok use this packaging website. When I knew, I was like, I'm going to make my Etsy shop work out. I am going to sell prints. I went all out and bought in bulk. Yes, I still have a ton left. We're only in the beginning. I've had my Etsy shop for exactly 5 months. I have 20 sales on Etsy, and I also have a lot of friends who have bought my prints, not through Etsy, but through like Venmo, because they were able to pick it up from my house because we're friends in real life. So I make the packaging an experience. I make recycled magazine paper envelopes. I find paper in a magazine that fits the person that the print is for, and then I use misprints that aren't perfect, make those into cards. So that is eco-friendly. I do print all of my prints at home. Etsy has been quite the journey. 2 podcasts that I recommend for Etsy beginners are Crickets to Kachings and Handmade and Beyond. Another thing that I wanted to address, I do want to recognize that I do come from many sources of privilege. As I'm starting a business, I don't want to be ignorant to the fact I am extremely grateful for everything that I have and everything that is to come. Lastly, in the business realm of this video, I'm going to talk about how I and why I filed for an LLC. An LLC is a limited liability company. Mine is called Atira Design. Forming a limited liability for an artist like me is important because creating an LLC for me was to have nothing else holding me back besides myself, to prepare me for my future. I am dedicated to make my dream a reality, to be honest. I can make big bad business moves, and my dream is to become a full-time artist working for myself. I have a whole series on my TikTok where I talk about how I became an LLC through the website InkFile and how I determined that that decision was best for me. I filed to become an LLC on March 15th, 2021. It's been about a month and a half and everything is pretty much settled. I have the business bank account, gotten business and tax consultations. I have done a lot of legalities that I never would have seen myself doing 2 years ago. If I saw myself here, I'd be like, who is she? She's a girl following her dreams, I'll tell you that. That concludes the business segment of this video. Now I'm going to talk about mindset as a new creative business owner. 2 podcasts that have seriously helped me with my boss babe mindset are Taking Back Your Power and Manifestation Babe. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I went from not believing in myself to proving to myself that, Kiki, you wanna come with me? As I was saying, if you prove to yourself that you can do one thing, that will build your skill and confidence for the next thing that you want to accomplish. And if you can do one thing 100%, then why can't you do another thing 100%? Being an online business owner is a ton of work, but it is so worth it because you won't be working a 9-to-5 making some old white man's dream come true. I want you to live a life that you dream of. In my next videos, I will be talking more about mindset, how to organize your life through journaling, manifestation. Kiki, come back. Come here, friend. If you have any questions, please comment down below. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and subscribe on YouTube. Okay, bye!